tell you a story about how I got robbed. Many years ago, when I got my first car, I bought my first car, and I was like 19, and basically, I had a guy friend that lived in like a really bad neighborhood. And I really didn't like going to his house. So every time I would go to his house, I would be like, yo, like, it didn't matter if it was day or night. I would be like, yo, you gotta come outside. You gotta like, you gotta like meet me outside because I am like afraid to be walking by myself as a woman, And now as I think back, sometimes he wouldn't meet me outside. And now I'm thinking back, I think he was afraid too, I think he knew like the area that he was in was bad, and he was also very afraid. I think he was like a year younger than me or something like that. Pretty much. One day I got off work. I used to work like a really late shift. I got off at like 3 in the morning, and I would get really scared trying to go to his house. So I was like, yo, you're ready at the door, waiting for me. I'm gonna be there at such and such time, so you need to be there. And I kind of wouldn't really make him like go meet me outside because I kind of knew like this is a bad neighborhood shit. Him waiting for me outside, he might get caught up in some shit himself waiting for me. So I remember I was getting there, and I remember I'm like, I gotta put everything in my bag. I can't be sitting in the car, like figuring out where my charger is, where my stuff is. I have to have everything ready. So all I gotta do is practically run inside. So pretty much, I am scrambling as I'm driving to pretty much get everything ready, my phone, my charger, my money. I can't leave nothing in sight. Like, I had no tinted windows. It didn't really matter because the area was that bad. It didn't matter if you had tinted windows or not. But I remember thinking, like, I can't have nothing in sight, nothing in the car to even make them want to come in the car. Like, nothing, not even a charger, not even like, nothing at all. Just take everything out of sight. So I'm doing this as I am driving. So as I'm approaching, I'm like, okay, I have everything I need. Like, I'm gonna spend a night bag, have everything ready to go. So as I get there, I'm like, hey, I'm here. I don't see him nowhere near like outside. Like, even if he would like just wait for me at the door, like he didn't even have to come all the way out to the street. Like, it wasn't even like a big walkway. It would be so dark where his door was, and I was just scared. I knew the type of neighborhood that I was in. And like I said, I was just afraid. Like, his walkway to his door was dark as hell. Behind his door was dark as hell. I can't even describe it. Like, it would be, I think I might have a picture or something that I could like show you guys maybe. But the point is, your girl was afraid. Okay. So I get there. He's not outside. I kind of know he's not going to be outside. I think I kind of had the understanding though that he was also like afraid. That wasn't really his neck of the woods. I mean, he was from like the town over, but that still wasn't his neck of the woods for him to be just standing outside like that. So he lived down like a really bad street, y'all. Like, that wasn't really his area. So I think I had the understanding that he was also, you know, very afraid to come outside. So I never really tripped over it. I just would always be like, as long as he's like at the door, he has the door, you know, unlocked so that I can run inside. Like, guys, like, no, this neighborhood was like really bad. So pretty much, long story short, I pull up. I think I seen somebody sitting outside, like I think at the house across, like 2 or 3 houses down. I think there was like a bunch of guys like out there, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. I don't remember. I think that might have been the night before. I think that night before there was a bunch of guys, and then this night there was no guys. I'm not sure. It was one of the two. But anyway, it didn't matter. I always felt like somehow, some way, I was being like watched. So I was like, yo. The main thing that would make me mad with him is like the door is not unlocked. I suddenly get there and I'm like looking, trying to see if I could see who's watching me. Oh, it used to make me so mad. That's why I had to like stop messing around with him, because stop going to his crib. I had to stop doing a lot of things because I was like, yo, like you're not understanding, like you're acting real like I don't know-ish, you know. So eventually, obviously, I don't talk to this person anymore. But pretty much within 2 hours, my car used to make like a really loud noise. And I remember hearing it like it made like a loud ass noise. It was an older car. I was like 19. It was my first car, whatever the case may be. I bought it by myself. Yes, I did. And I heard the sound of my car right before I like went to sleep, and I was like, yo, that sounded like my car, like, you know what I mean, like what the fuck. So I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't go outside. I didn't go to check. I wasn't gonna go outside anyway, because look, I mean, it's a bad neighborhood. The next morning I woke up, I went outside, my car was not there. I'm freaking out. I'm calling police department, calling everybody, giving me like a really hard time. And figuring out what my car is. I'm pissed off. I have an attitude because my car is missing. I have to go to work. I have shit to do. I think I had school. Like, it was crazy. So pretty much, I'm really fucking pissed off. They're catching an attitude with me. They're not being very understanding. Trying to figure out what my car is. They did not care. I called the police. The police takes 8 to 10 hours just to come out to tell me they don't give a fuck. And that pretty much is a car that gets stolen in the area a lot. So yep, I was pretty much sad as hell, mad as hell, and that is pretty much the story on how your girl got robbed. Follow me for more.